Hello everyone, Freemantle here. Today I want to talk about the value of political freedom. Everybody thinks personal liberty is good. That is, absence of restraint by human agency so you can do what you want to do and have what you want to have, be what you want to be. But personal liberty isn't the same thing as political freedom. That is, living in what I call a free society. In a free society, the vast majority of people think that the most important thing a government can give you is protection against being physically attacked. They think that that's what the job of their government is. That arrangement could create problems for you because in a free society, the other guy's going to be free too. That's going to put limitations on you. It also puts limitations on what the other guy can do when he deals with you, but there are limitations on you. And that's why living in a free society isn't the same as having personal liberty. Everybody pays lip service to freedom in a free society, but in my experience, most Americans by far want something else for the political basis of their country. They want democracy, or they want equality, or something else. They don't think freedom is such great shakes. Sometimes they'll say that straight out. I recall reading somewhere a philosopher who wrote about what he called the worthlessness to the individual of political freedom without security and opportunity. Freedom is fine, in its place, in other words. And that place is after the economy is regulated, after the welfare programs are set up, and after a person has met all the obligations that entails, because we should have security and opportunity first. Well, what is the value of political freedom? Maybe surprisingly, I say it can't be calculated by weighing up your successes and failures in life. The reason is that the value of freedom is the same as the value of living. And the reason for that is that what's going on in being free is your life. Freedom is you living. It is you living. And the experience of it is that you're living, not just going through motions, but that you're a certain presence in the world, where things happen because of you. I say you can discover the value of political freedom by looking into that life of yours. In your successes, sure, but also where you're just assuming that you can do what you want to do. For example, in deciding whether to have kids, or whom to marry, or what your life's work is going to be. What would your life be if you couldn't make your own choices and decisions like those? Now, is government largesse worth a life you have to live at somebody else's discretion? You might want to think carefully about this. It's the kind of case that inspires stories about making a deal with the devil. If you're living at somebody else's discretion, you don't think out your life for yourself. Somebody else has already done that, or does that, or will do it. You're fat? Bad. Wear a seatbelt? Got to do that. And you don't do as you'd like unless that person would like also. To a liberal I say, is life so empty you can't understand what other people's freedom does for you? Think computers, modern medicine. Is life so stultifying you don't appreciate how you need freedom to solve personal problems? Think moving on to a new job or a new lover. Is life so narrow you can't conceive anything better, anything you might enjoy, would like to try, something you need to be free to try? Is life so frightening that you're satisfied to do nothing except obey while they pass more and more laws that you continually have to accommodate no matter what they demand? Is life such a matter of indifference that you don't care whether somebody else controls everything? What you have, what you do, what you are in society? To anyone who is seriously thinking about this stuff, especially young people because we do a lot of it at that age, I say, ask yourself this: does the liberal vision for society fit the person I am? Not, for example, do I think the federal student loan program is a good idea? Not, is it on track for paying my bills this semester? Not, is that program what a decent society provides? But only, is it a vision for the person I am? A A vision for society pictures the people who make it up and are going to live in it. What's the liberal's conception of the ordinary person? The ordinary adult, ordinarily intelligent, knowledgeable, rational. What does the liberal think of such people? I've discussed in other videos. We keep running into it as we observe liberals. The liberal thinks ordinary people are stupid. They're uncritical, they're gullible, malleable, impassioned, impulsive. They're intellectually lazy, intellectually indifferent, largely unthinking, largely not rational, and not open to persuasion. Think campaign financing reform or obesity epidemic. The liberal vision is a society tailored to people like that, where what a person can have, do, and be is only and exactly what such people can have and do and be. If you're that kind of a person, and only if you are, you'll do well in a fully liberal society, to the extent anyone can do well in a fully liberal society. Are you really that kind of person? The takeaway points from this video are very simple. If political freedom is second rate, life, living, is second rate. And if political freedom is first rate, the liberal vision for society is the wrong one. Thank you for listening.